You got it. You got it.
I've heard people saying a bunch of things I don't agree with. I don't care. A person's life is more important than who's standing in the street.
Y'all don't know where we stay at, but trust me,
you guys say, a lot of you guys, you want to be on our side.
What?
Why do you act like that?
No peace. No peace. No peace. I know where a few of y'all sleep at night. Watch.
No justice.
Watch. Now, how about that? Huh?
No justice. No justice. No justice. No peace. No justice.
You can't record me. You can't record me. You can't record me.
Why are you recording?
You can't record me.
Why are you recording
You can't record me. You're not getting this face. You're not getting my face. The fuck, dumb goofball. You're a fucking goof troop. You're a goof troop, bitch. You're a goof troop, bitch. So dumb ass. You'll never get me. The fuck?
Threatened by men like you.
Watch. 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 And I'm gonna show you. Watch what I'm telling you. Y'all better tell your motherfucking partners to sleep with one eye open is all I'm gonna say. Watch.
So when you see injustice at work, do you stand up?
Watch.
When you got a here right now.
Doing the same shit.
He can't even say something now. He can't even say something now. Would you say something?
What?
Please step back and get out of the street. Thank you.
Hey, no, we're listening to you.
That's still the street.
Why do we need to get out of the street when you blocked it off for us?
Because it's illegal.
But what happened to the community?
Hey, killing George Floyd was made the sidewalk.
You want to let him walk on the sidewalk?
If it's illegal, what are you gonna arrest us for?
I mean, y'all were the ones that blocked it off for us. Why does it up to you when we are peacefully protesting? Do you see any traffic? I don't see any traffic. That's weird. Who are we blocking? What are we disrupting? Can you tell me that?
If it's illegal for us to be here, then what will we be arrested for?
Also, if it was illegal, why block it off in the first place?
Can
you tell me that?
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. Oh, no, I got it. I was very well. Yeah, no, I love how I'm asking them why they blocked it off earlier and why it wasn't illegal ban and a whole bunch of stuff, and no response. They're doing nothing. They're the one approaching on us. We ain't doing nothing to them. Yeah. I mean, yet again, they're the ones that blocked off 5 blocks tonight so we can do this. They could have not done that. They could have not done that.
It's awfully hard not to feel like you guys are standing
I don't want you to have to use
people who just want to protect people's lives. And you guys
Why
need
not
to
let us just continue pushing back?
I don't agree with the rest
You got
of
this,
you.
I bet.
I see every single person here as a human being. I see you as a human being. I see her as a human being. I see every single person here as a human being whose life is just as valuable. I don't care what color you wear, on your skin.
Dude, I marched.
Is that water?
Yeah.
Can you just throw a little bit on my neck?
No, they're
People can't even walk in the street.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, that's cool. Good. Thank you.
People can't even walk out down the sidewalk.
without hesitation.
People don't talk about how hard it is to be a cop. You just want to go to class and try to fucking shoot some black people. Everyone's getting all pissed off at you. I understand.
All right.
Remember, yet again, they're just upset because their class had learned how to kill people without hesitation.
Thank you for the
We're supposed to have unity as a community. That means there's compromise. That means there's give and take.
It's a conversation.
If there's going to be a conversation, you have to have a seat at the table for both sides. One side can't be sitting on the floor while the other side sits on a chair. I refuse to believe that every single one of you is a bad person because somebody else wearing the same color did something wrong. Everybody here should be treated the same way.
Out of the street in the park, please. Out of the street in the park.
I'm just filming because you guys can't.
Are y'all the same people or are y'all different?
They're the same.
We're taking some steps back.
I think
Stay out of
we
the
call
open.
them cowards.
Don't get so close. We're going to back up.
Yeah.
We're moving to the park.
Carl Winslow ass nigga. Oh Lord. Not Carl Winslow.
I'm right here.
Hey!
Dr. J walked to
We've been in the streets all day.
There's no traffic. But there's no traffic.
What benefit is there for us to be in the park?
Tom ass niggas acting like ain't shit going on. The fuck?
I got a question.
You got a question?
Come back.
I told you we out here.
And one of you are your coworkers.
Anybody want to explain to me why the fuck we gotta move? What are we doing wrong? Hey! Hey! It's all good. It's all good.
Hey!
Get out of the street into the park.
Give us a reason! Why? So I want you to know, when you push us back,
I hope so too. So,
No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace.
No justice!
no peace!
Just so y'all know.
That's parts of the other crowd.
Ended somebody's life. Don't take cars away from us. Why can't we walk? That's my question.
so just from the back view, that was just kind of walk through the line there. There's not that many people, but just remember, we still have two groups that are somewhere, marching somewhere. Renee, are you back in here? Are you back in the stream? Or Steven, do you have any update on the
No one is above
other
the
set?
law. You will be held accountable for your actions.
People trying to make a statement to say that is not okay. You won't let them walk down the street and make that statement. You have to have that question in your mind. Why can't we allow them to make that statement? And if it's because a couple people burn
Who's this guy? Guy's suspect.
you look fine.
Do you know what they do to cops in prison? You don't want to know what they do to cops in prison. They don't survive. You will be held accountable for your actions.
Wow. This is the corner of Cleaver and Nichols right now, currently.
Especially when you use expired tear gas.
Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
Putting it in all black and then putting one fucking blue stripe. Is that not defacing the flag? How are you a patriot and you're defacing your country's flag? Make that make sense. Make that make sense to me. No one out here. Make that make sense to me.
You're not supposed to be using the flag for your cause if you love it.
What the fuck is up with that? You took an oath to, preserve and defend the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic, and here you are over here just shitting on the American flag. Just taking a big old deuce on it. And you're enough for everybody to see.
You're using the flag for a cause.
Last time I thought it was red, white, and blue. What's with this black shit right here, man?
I can't fathom. I cannot fathom.
Careful, man. Careful.
You know, nigga, them niggas have the East Division niggas out here. Black niggas trying to black niggas like, hey, out here.
So you stand for your vote. So you stand. Okay, all right. We stand for our community too, right? That's what we out here for, right? Okay, then how come y'all police, well these racist police kill us, and we can't call y'all? We still get in trouble. Why is y'all killing us? Why is y'all killing us? You what?
Anyone know where Officer Clark is? We're not gonna put him in the front today. I remember that.
Careful, man. No.
You guys know about this? Chemical Warfare Act of 1993. Tear gas is chemical warfare on civilians.
I feel you. Hey, brother.
I'm just gonna go kind of straight back and forth.
Or do you think about the lives that you could have impacted? Or you could have changed today? Instead of you looking away, you can look at me as a man because I'm a man and you a man. Wait a minute, look at me. I'm hitting a nerve because you're not looking at me. You won't look at me. I'm a man, you a man, or you a boy. Which one? Because at the end of the day, I want change. But you can't look at me.
Why are you looking tired?
You can't look at me, right?
Why are you tired?
Why can't you look at me? Is it because of the color of my skin? Is it the color of my skin? Please look at me, sir. Because I want to change, but you won't help. None of these cops out here want change. But us people are trying to come together and bridge a gap. We can't bridge that gap if y'all not gonna help us. What you gonna do? Just keep looking away? Or I'm just hitting too many nerves, you just don't know what the fuck to do. Come on, man. What you gonna do? Bridge the gap or keep the shit keep going? Nerves out here, man.
Do you think it's all bullshit or do you think it's some of it?
He's big man. I see it all in his shoulders. Relax.
You can be mad.
Listen, I swear to God, none of us want to hurt you. I swear to God, your life is not in danger. I do not have a gun on me. I have no weapons. Your life is not in danger. But why are you so tense? Why are you so tense?
Is it the color of my
Chill
skin?
down.
You don't understand us. You don't know what mad is because you're still over there.
2 nights in a row. That's my buddy. I like him.
Y'all got me fucked up looking tired and mad. We're tired and mad.
It's fucking crazy. Out of all y'all cops out here, there's only 2 officers that are about some shit, right? There's only 2 officers I've talked to. Me personally.
Point them out.
Where is Hill and some white lady down here? I'm sorry. I wish I knew your name. But when I asked you a question, would you let that man stay on his neck for 9 minutes? You know what she said? Out of all those fucking pussies down there that are white cops, I swear to God, she was the only woman that said no. I would stop it.
Ask us if
Only cop that said no, I'll fucking stop it. Now, when I got over here,
they didn't ask his name.
scary shit. Now he's gonna. I don't know what they're doing. They cleaning some shit. Let me back up.
That's so cute. Y'all should be giving us fucking water.
Hey,
I hope you're tired as fuck.
Good man. He said neither. So what you gonna do? You gonna stand your ground?
so we should stand our ground too, huh? We have the house too, huh?
In fairness, they haven't broken him yet. He won't fuck us up.
That's
He's been here for a year and a half.
Sarge can't stand over here, so we don't because he a rookie.
Speak to him. Listen, I'm not mad at him. Now,
So, Sarge, let me ask you a question, Sarge. If we decide to break this line, what did you want to do? Is you going to shoot us, run, or stay in your line? What if you can't, though? What if you can't? Huh?
Why can't you stand with us?
Back away from the officer. Please back up.
I stand back from y'all.
coming towards us. How's that work?
I ask you a question. So if you can't stay in your line, what would you do?
Light out of the officer's face.
Would you shoot us, even though we ain't got no type of weapon? We were just trying to get. I thought it was free for us to walk anywhere we want to.
Back up away from the officer. Back up. And you guys can come
Hey, hand them waters out here.
You want overtime for this? How much time and a half? Double time? My man over here is getting paid time and a half to fuck us up. Time and a half to fuck our shit up. Goddamn, there is power in you.
Hell no.
Time and a half to beat the shit out of civilians. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make it up. Time and a half. How many of y'all are on overtime? I ain't mad at you. Listen, it's good money if you can get it. It's good money if you can get it. I don't know if I'd fuck a motherfucker up for $60 an hour, but I'd probably think about it. $60 an hour, a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've been maced like 4 times and I keep coming back and I'm not even getting paid for that. You know, we just want y'all to work with us.
Good, you alright?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm just making sure he's good.
Back up. I'm behind you with a line you got going on here. I'm just trying to get some like this. Bro, I know you could be a random guy just speak to us. I know you don't know everybody.
You guys should be the first one you aim for.
I thought that, cops supposed to identify themselves as the police. Name, badge number, something, So just in case you fuck my shit up, we can say, hey, officer so-and-so fucked my shit up. I think that's pretty reasonable. Wouldn't you? I mean, I'm just saying. I think if somebody fucks me up, I should know their name. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I prefer to be fucked me up. But if you're going to, I want to know your name. Officer, I'm cool. How you doing this fine evening? It's Charles Madison. Cool. It's an Irish name.
Sorry.
You okay to sit in Navy?
There you go.
Stand with your brothers and sisters.
Protect innocent black men. That is some real pussy shit.
They're only cool because they gotta be. You paid to be family.
No one forced you to be a cop. There was only one thing that I see. There was no police officers, and instantly everyone around that person turned on that person. And no one forced you to do this shit. I want to see the fucking smirk between police officers. When you see something that you know isn't right,
Have you ever seen a fellow police officer do something? And what recourse did you
I'll talk to you.
have?
I'll talk to you. We'll talk.
You got time to talk. If they told you to hit us right now,
But nobody's gonna do that.
I'd show it before off the phone.
Okay, but I might trust you.
Not Sunday.
Okay. Well, if nobody's gonna hit you right now. Even though we're all peaceful here. But that's the thing that you're.
But that's what
like,
President Trump
nobody's
is
going
doing.
to give that order.
If you got that order, would you question it? From a human standpoint.
Man, we don't. Nobody wants to use force against anybody unless they have to, right?
Right.
Nobody wants to. Okay. Would you use force to defend yourself?
Absolutely.
Okay. So the same thing. I mean, you know, I heard him talking about why we're out here, what we're out here wearing, right? It's because everybody wants to go home, and it's not that I don't necessarily distrust you. I'm not saying one way or the other because I don't know you, you don't know me, right? So we have a mutual respect right now, just based on us standing here talking, okay? But I don't know who's back there. I don't know who's down here to do harm. I don't know who's down here to cause chaos. So unfortunately,
Let's try to throw rocks at you.
exactly. So unfortunately, that puts me in the position of standing here sweating my backside off, having to wear all this stuff because I don't know what's going to happen, right? Just like you guys don't. We're trying to. I mean, you guys have seen it. Things have changed throughout the week, right? I've been down here since Saturday. Things have progressively changed, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so do I want to stand here wearing all this stuff? No. Unfortunately, as a matter of circumstance, I have to because people want to come out and cause chaos. There are a lot of really good people out here that just want to be heard. And that's what we want people to do.
Why couldn't you guys patrol it like it was a normal night? Why do we have to have it entirely blocked off?
And I'm not, like I said, I'm not making those decisions, okay?
That being said, there are a lot of things that happen like that. And not necessarily just during this. During every period of the year, of last year, the years previous, bad things have happened in this city. Things have been destroyed, people have been killed, not necessarily by you guys all the time, you know.
Bad things happen everywhere all the time.
But what I'm saying is, why is it such a special circumstance because we're all here? If you guys had the roads blocked off and you guys controlled the plaza like it was a parade.
I don't know, man.
May I ask one question, though?
I don't have an answer for that. And
Would
I'm
you
not
guys
gonna
be a riot here, though? If y'all police cars haven't been destroyed, if people haven't been throwing stuff at you, would y'all still be wearing all of this?
I don't have an answer for that because I'm not at the top making those decisions, right?
That's fair.
I mean, I still have to do what I'm told because I still got to pay bills too, right?
Right.
So, I don't know. I mean,
job like any other.
Yeah, I mean, do I wear this stuff every day? Well, yeah, we wear our vests every day, but I mean, do I walk around in a helmet every day? No. I mean, unfortunately, it's unfortunately, it's a circumstance, right? It's dictated by the circumstance. Okay, I mean, nobody's wearing gas masks right now because we don't need them, right? So it's just one of those things, you know. I would, like I said, I don't want to be wearing this stuff. Nobody wants. It's freaking hot.
Hot as hell.
That's, I mean, that's
Yeah,
about the nicest way to say it, right? It's hot.
A bulletproof vest, and this is wool. Am I wrong?
No, man. Luckily, we got some new uniforms that are a little bit cooler. All right?
Okay,
the uniforms are a little bit cooler. But I mean, it's hot. Nobody wants to wear it, but it's, unfortunately, like I said,
I don't want anybody.
A lot of conversations tonight. It's kind of awesome. A lot of conversations
how
tonight.
you guys policing yourselves. That's good.
Kevin, don't touch him.
That's positive. You guys are helping us keep things peaceful.
So, why do you think there's so many people gathered here?
I think everybody's got some opinions about certain things, right? But here's the things that I think our public doesn't see. So this whole week I've watched in the news as they've shown it from the protester side. They haven't shown anything from the police side with us getting hit with rocks and bottles, with us having pig heads thrown at us. We got families too that we love and care about.
Sure.
So,
You're right, man. You're
so
just
the
as scared to be
media,
here as I am.
if you look at stuff, the media basically will feed you whatever you want to hear. It's just like news media, right? So if you're a Republican, you watch Republican news.
Right.
They give you Republican point of views. If you're conservative, you watch conservative news. They give you those point of views. I think the sad part of things that are happening in this country right now is we're letting the media feed racism. Okay?
Speak on it.
What
Speak
happened
on
to
it.
George Floyd, trust me, as a police officer, we don't like seeing anybody. When we see it wrong, we call it out and we want to see justice for you guys.
Amen, Christopher.
Okay? And we don't like seeing that. We try to police ourselves out here, trust me. And we try to avoid those types of things. For the most part, our department's got a good reputation of doing the right things out here. If you look at the voting in the community, a large part of the community stands behind us as law enforcement. We do everything we can to do the right thing. you guys also got to understand, just like any job, I don't know what you do for a living, but I'm sure you know somebody in your job that probably doesn't deserve to work in that job, but somehow they got hired. It's the same thing that happens here in the police department. So trust me, we don't set out to try to kill people, okay? Because the thing that the public doesn't understand, they don't know everything that goes in after a police officer. That's years and years that can be in some of these cases that you have to wait to see if you're going to be going to jail. Then if you're acquitted, you're facing civil lawsuits. The last thing you want to do out here is try to kill someone. Trust me, it's not. And what happened with George Floyd, I can understand how people are very upset about that, but I don't think that police officer woke up that day and said, I want to kill somebody today. I think a lot of what happened up there is poor police training. And the problem we have with that as a country is everybody's got different budgeting issues. Okay, we got cops out here that are making $8, $9 an hour in some of these small towns. They're doing it as volunteers. They don't get the same training opportunities that we do.
I have a real quick question.
Steven, can you guys hear everybody? The conversation?
So the police officer in Minnesota, he had a record actually using abuse of power. So what do you have to say about just retraining and stuff like that for a department?
When this happened, one of the things we do in a department, we're always reassessing.
You guys can hear them loud and clear though, right? The conversation?
We got a mandatory video that we are all now required to sign off on and watch, talking about just the techniques that we use to George Floyd down.
Do you think a video is just enough?
We
do you
also,
think there needs to be like a reassessment of job evaluation, a look into like police or personal affiliations?
Oh, absolutely.
Right. So alongside of this man, the officer who put his knee on Mr. George Floyd's neck, he is also known to be affiliated with certain groups that a lot of us are.
So what I can't speak to is to what the policies and procedures are for that department. But
sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good. But I mean, you got to understand it. It'd be like me trying to look into your job and say, what's wrong with your job? Why can't you do this? Why aren't you doing this? But it's something that's maybe out of your.
But the difference is between me and you. You are a person of authority. Right,
but
I'm not a person of authority. Right. You have a say in what is right and wrong in the community.
Right.
Right. So if what is right and wrong in the community is tainted,
there they are, Stephen. There they are. So we're gonna leave the conversation for a second. I think the other marcher just came back. What happened? What happened?
No, they weren't.
You need water? Hey, you need water? You need water?
I'm good.
So here's part of the problem with that is we've got certain social media policies, okay? A lot of times what happens is we do have officers that can maybe step over the line.
Hey guys, I'm 100% good with conversation. I truly am. Just give me a second. I just need to step back. You guys continue to conversate.
I'm just filming. I'm just filming.
Part of some of the things we got to do is we got to look at what's in the best interest of the police department as well. So here's an example. I'm a field training officer. This young officer right here is my recruit right now. He's on break from our academy for 2 weeks. Part of my job out here is to teach him right and wrong, when we use force, when we don't use force, and how to keep himself employed, keep himself out of the public eye that could result in something terrible, being on the news. So I'm responsible for all that training. So far since I've been doing this, I've trained 4 primary officers and 4 second. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to be a field training officer, was to be able to help contribute to making better officers. That's all I can do on my side.
This officer has been engaging in a lot of conversations.
You ever killed a bug? I'm an educated person.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you are. What I'm saying is, no, not at all. And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, not everything's perfect in the world. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Sure, you can try, but you're never going to achieve perfection. Here's the reason. No matter how much you strive to achieve,
so many people here, right? Do better. Because we know that you alone cannot make change yourself. But if all of us are here today, then that means the people above you can hear us, right? Right? And the thing is, those people are not making the change that they need to make. They are not making the differences that they need to make.
So what changes would you like? What changes do you think we need to make here in Kansas City?
I think.
Be careful, man.
I think to be considered an officer, to be considered a protector of civilians, there needs to be a stricter policy on becoming one of those. There needs to be a larger background check.
So do you know why a lot of those policies have changed?
Why have those have changed? I know for history purposes, they were discriminatory towards my fellow African Americans, right?
So part of that is we've actually lowered some of our standards as far as criminal background checks to be able to give more people opportunities. We understand people make mistakes when they're young. I did the same thing when I was young. I made some mistakes. It took me 10 years to become a cop. I applied 19 times to different agencies all over.
Like some of y'all out here.
Okay.
He's scared. Look how he's sweating.
So
He's scared.
the other things that encompass
He's scared
that
too. I bet
is
you,
we're not getting enough applicants. If we make the application process even stricter and harder, you're not going to have enough officers as people retire to fill the streets, right? So then you have less people on the streets.
That's the goal,
to deter crime, back crime, find criminals. So we've had to actually reset our standards a little bit because we're not getting enough applicants in this country.
I have another question for you. Is there a psychology analysis on
Everybody's got to do a psychological background check before we become a police
How
officer.
strict is that psychology analysis?
What does that entail?
So you've got multiple questions on there. One test is, I think, like 500 questions. Another one's like 1,500 questions. Then you got to go speak to a psychologist. These are all the psychology tests that we take is all stuff that came from like academia, up in the colleges and stuff like that, from professors. They ask you a bunch of questions, basically 10 different ways. People that can't process stuff right, that have those mental illnesses or problems that could create issues with them becoming a police officer, it's going to show in those performances and the way that they answer questions. So if I was to answer, do I think harming animals is fun? That's probably a trigger that's somebody we don't want on a police department, right? But believe it or not, there's people that answer yes to those. You're done. Go find a job somewhere else.
So, go ahead.
How often do you guys take the psychology test, though? Is that just an entry-level test?
So
Because
that's
you guys
entry
experience
level.
a lot of...
That's entry level to become a police officer. Okay. One of the things our department's done is we've basically created a core group of officers when we're involved in a critical incident. We've had some officers that have committed suicide over the last year. Some of us are very close to those officers. It's going to impact us with it. Let's say some officers show up, and I can remember one of my academy classmates 50 years ago. He showed up on a homicide. 3 children were murdered in the house. He just had a baby. It affected him. Okay? You see, I'm hearing people yell out here, why weren't you marching in yesterday? I worked a 12-hour shift yesterday. Over the last couple of days of just working, I've done 4 different shootings and homicides. Okay? So that takes a little bit of a mental toll on us. We're at 73 homicides. That is unbelievable.
I understand we're among one of the highest in the country.
And it's terrible. And unfortunately, a lot of that's happening is in the black community. So it's frustrating when we're trying to get people to cooperate with us, and we show up on a scene, and there's 30 people outside, and nobody saw anything. Nobody wants to talk to us.
What do you have to say about your equipment as far as protests here, right? Nobody's violent. Everybody's peaceful, right?
But what happens when you get some of the agitators that may show up, that happened Saturday night, Sunday night? One of our officers was hit in the stomach with a rock, lacerated his liver, and he nearly died. Okay? That's why we're wearing this thing. We had another officer earlier today that was stabbed down here and almost died. This is why we wear the equipment down here. It's not against you guys that are peaceful. It's against the people that want to come down here and cause anarchy and chaos.
What about the guns?
Well, we're required to carry our firearms. Let me ask you this. We had no officers down here right now with a firearm, and this is a perfect active shooter scenario. Somebody wanted to come down here and start opening up with an AR-15 right now. Who's going to defend you guys?
I highly doubt somebody's going to come down here with an AR-15.
What if it happened, though?
Would anybody come down here with a sniper rifle, like
you never know?
KC police did yesterday?
Did you see in St. Louis a couple days ago that 4 officers were shot during the protest?
But that is not the case here.
But we don't know that, right?
From the past history of the past few days, nobody has opened fire or anything around here.
Okay, here's the other thing you guys don't know. Do you know how many guns we've pulled off people down here?
Those people were peaceful protesting. So why didn't you take the guns off the people who were protesting about quarantine?
Saturday night, did you see on the news that right up near 43rd and Main, somebody opened fire on the police?
I was there. I was filming.
So this is why we have our firearms here.
10 feet away from
Why didn't police apprehend folks who were
the
protesting
FBI?
quarantine?
Those people that shot at the police, well, actually, there was a homicide down there, too. The FBI team took those guys in.
Were they in any affiliation with the protest?
They were all down here with the protesters. I think it was a protester that was shot.
I was filming. It was a gang. It was gang related.
It was gang related. So we're not affiliated with the protest.
They were in the crowd, but it was gang related.
You ready for Top Gun 2? I am, man. I've been watching your shows like crazy.
Hey, man. Those filming.
I was watching Top Gun on the way to work the other night, man. I was like, hang on, man. I gotta see Maverick real quick.
Dude, those are some of the best filming shots in the ever, man. The first one.
Have you seen the trailer for the second one?
Oh yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
She got a question for you.
How long have you been a police officer?
Almost 8 years.
Okay. Have you noticed racism becoming more prevalent?
Here's what I see in the country, to be honest with you, is I see the media feeling racial tension. They do it at every chance they get.
Do you think that we feel the same way? Because I feel like, from our point of view, it's not broadcasted as prevalent as well.
Right. So let me ask you something. When's the last time you saw in the news that a black officer shot a black male?
A black officer shot a black male?
Have you ever seen that on the news?
I have not seen that.
Have you seen a Hispanic officer that shot a white guy?
I don't know about that either.
But you sure as hell hear about when a white officer shoots a black guy, right?
For sure.
It's all over the news.
What about...
But guess what? That happens almost every day out here. Something critical happens, but they don't tell you that. Because guess what? They get the fuel racial tension.
What about arrests? What were unlawful arrests?
Hero, man.
Like, so there have been a lot of arrests that I've seen are unlawful that I've seen during these protests. People who are not agitators.
So I can't speak to, this is my first night down here. So far, everybody's been fantastic. You guys have all been awesome. So, you know, hopefully it stays that way tonight. This is what the protest should have been from the beginning. You know what I mean? This should have been you guys doing an excellent job like you're doing tonight of policing yourselves. You guys have been great. I saw a couple agitators earlier, people getting on them right away, like go take that as somewhere else. So you guys are doing a great job of that. So,
Jake, did you hear that? I hope you heard that, Jake.
Everybody that was coming down here doing that agitation, you could probably have all sorts of interaction with officers out here and get to know us a little bit better. I'm asking, we're not doing it. You're right, and that's why I'm talking to you, right?
Right.
That's why.
That's why there's IJTV, folks.
He's my recruit, so he's learning. He's listening to his FTO on how I engage with him.
This is a teachable moment for him to interact with the community.
That's why he's listening. He's listening and seeing how I'm interacting. So what?
I feel like he's learning one right now, man.
Learning what to say. I'll be honest. I'm 42 years old. But can you understand that there's maybe a little bit more life experience there?
The problem is not understanding. The problem in police brutality is not, oh, the police just need to understand. The problem is the police are a specific force of the state designed for terror, designed for oppression. It's not It's not a problem of understanding.
Never once in my life have I ever felt safe getting a fucking speeding ticket, having a fucking cop walk around. Why? Because I know, number one, there's a reason that you guys are going to do something to provoke the people. If I get a fucking speeding ticket,
Chris.
I don't feel fucking safe when I'm around. I don't fucking do anything. Every time I've seen a fucking cop ever walk by me on the street, I don't feel fucking safe.
How many times have you
I've been to fucking jail 0 fucking times. And you guys never once have made me safe. I've had people fucking call you guys multiple times when there's shootings in their fucking neighborhoods and you guys never show. You don't even show up 2 hours fucking later.
I'm not saying that. How do you feel about courts upholding IQ maximums for police? So they won't question authority.
I mean, just little like petty shit too.
What's the thing around your badge?
You guys still don't do nothing.
Hey,
what's the thing around your badge?
wait, this is why we get angry. That shit in your hand right there.
See, that's the stuff.
What's the thing around your badge?
This is what makes us angry. We're fine until you get here and you intimidate.
Why do you wear it over your badge
now?
No, it's for a phone officer.
Is that shit
If
in
you
your
look
hand?
online and you look for badge bands, you'll see it's for phone officers.
What's your badge number?
I can't give you that.
Why?
You have my name.
We don't need that. We're not doing anything. We're talking. You don't need to be provoking. See, that's that shit I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about. She's over there with a fucking billy club getting ready to crack someone's skull. When we're here discussing something.
That's what elected officials do. So I don't write the law.
We're here discussing and she's provoking. This is the type of stuff I'm trying to tell you guys.
So if you want to calm down, I can talk to you right here if you'd like, sir. I'll talk to you as long as you'd like to. I can tell you.
Maybe you don't tell people how to feel when you're not the one being pressed, brutalized on the street.
Show us that you hear us. In the good ones of the Thank you. It's officers like you.
Yep.
Here for some of these people who hear us. Now, we want you to show us that you hear us. Show the people in the back. They can't hear the conversations I'm having. They can't hear that you guys are treating us like people too up here. All they see is all over the news. You just tear gassing us. People are throwing things at you. I've been here for the past couple days. I promise tear gassing people too if they threw frozen water bottles or anything of the sort at me. I'm not playing with that. I don't like violence towards me. I don't like violence towards other people.
You're not being no type of
Because people probably go home, and then all you're left with is the ones you want to get anyway. It's the ones who are throwing shit at you and looting shit.
Well, those are the ones that we're looking out for. It's not you guys, it's the ones that are out here to cause damage.
Yeah, but we're taking this opportunity, having you out here to talk to us about the change.
I also didn't understand why you got a beautiful plaza down there. This beautiful area people like to come and shop, and it was getting vandalized and destroyed.
Hey, what's this road called? What's this road called?
Cleaver 2? JC
This road
Nichols?
called?
This is part of Cleaver 2.
This is JC Nichols Parkway. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
You should look him up. JC Nichols is responsible for the segregation and housing in Kansas City. He's the reason that Truce exists. And you don't even know anything about him. You're saying the Plaza is some beautiful place. You know what the Plaza is? It's for consumerism. It's for capitalism.
They're pissed the fuck off. You see my pale ass friend here. Pissed the fuck off.
How many black-owned businesses?
I can't presume to know everything.
Yeah, and that's true. And I love that you're listening to us.
I mean, that's why I spoke to you.
I'm sorry, man. It has to be JC Nichols.
I'm gonna swing up forward and we'll come back.
The Country Club Plaza. You know what Country Club Plaza is?
People united cannot be divided.
I mean, roller skate. Roller skate.
People united cannot be divided. People united cannot be divided. People united cannot be divided. People united.
Do you understand why all these people are upset?
I'm not saying you're stupid. Just tell us how y'all plan to hold others accountable.
You said your heart hurts for all this, but
If this movement didn't happen, racism would go on
who are we hurting?
if we never stand
You guys haven't
up.
hurt anybody.
Huh?
You haven't hurt anybody since this started?
No.
None of your people have been.
I saw two people almost get into a fight, and I saw people rush in there to go, hey, we're not here for this. We're not here for this. So, I mean, I can't speak for everyone. There's thousands of people here, I can't speak for everyone. But no one's been hurt so hard. Have you heard reports of anyone being hurt? You have. I know they said yesterday.
Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Do you know who Breonna Taylor is? Right. She was asleep in her home. Right. Thank you. And the police broke into her place. Sanders!
Johnny Sanders! Johnny Sanders! Johnny Sanders!
I only kneel for God. Like that's just my thing. Like for my military brother, I'm not saying it's some dumb cop out. Like I truly feel for me personally, like I kneel for God.
How many times?
For my military brothers, when they die, when they kill themselves, I haven't kneeled for that. When a flag gets thrown, I don't kneel for that. When they take their helmet off, I don't kneel for that. Take the gear off. But come at us like fellow citizens. I'm here to talk with you. I'm here to keep things peaceful. I just want to have a nice night where we all can talk to each other and find some resolution. Well, you're wearing a mask. And we can talk about that. The mask is here because not even 2 nights ago, I got hit with a rock. I mean, if I had this up and that would hit my face, it's ugly enough as is, but a rock is not going to do me any favors, you know? So,
I mean, I'm not being flippant this time. It is actually hard to hear you through the mask.
I know, it's hard to hear you too. I got the radio going and I've got this blocking sound.
Yeah, I hope we're not
Can you guys hear them?
The symbol of
No, I appreciate you.
So the line's moving back a little bit. Awesome, man. This is awesome.
yeah, back here.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, that's 6 feet now. That's 6 feet now. That's 6 feet now. So if I run a dump right here in front of you, it's smoking, which y'all take me to jail. And then when you arrest me, y'all can't charge me for nothing but smoking weed in public because my doctor said I have to have it. Yeah, I got 4 slip discs in my back. I got paperwork. So what would you do with the rest of me?
You can see it.
So every time I've talked to you guys tonight, excluding 1 or 2, you guys have been really friendly, really great. You guys have had good answers to everything. But people are still dying. You think we're making it about you, or him as individuals? As it's not. When it's all cops all over the country as an institution, things are going wrong.
I want to believe she is a cop.
There's glitches somewhere, right?
That there's some piece of her that knows.
Yes, Brian, it's live.
I'm sorry. Can you step up 1 step and repeat that? When people are yelling, it's very hard to understand what you say.
So we're not here protesting you, him. I'm sure you guys are all awesome. We'd go have a beer after this if that were a thing, which it, you know.
Unfortunately, it'll be way too late for that.
I agree. But we're protesting against this. We're protesting against what this line is all across the entire nation. The institution that when it goes wrong, when there's a failure, people die. And the only answer I'm getting is, well, we're only human and we can't be perfect.
I have an answer for you. I don't know if you'll like it, but here's the thing. I will do everything in my power to be the officer you need me to be. And I know the man next to me on either side and all the way down this line feels the same way.
But then how come, where's the disconnect come in? Everybody's like, everybody I know in this department is great. And then, but somewhere along the line, there's a chink in the chain.
And you're right. And unfortunately, I don't know who would do that because all the officers I know are upstanding and are all disgusted by what happened. And you know what? You are absolutely right. You are. That was wrong. What happened? It was disgusting. It was
about what I just showed you.
Silence is consent to murder. Silence is consent to murder.
It's about aggression. It's about just an institution of us versus them, where everybody's seen as a fucking enemy. You guys are wearing riot gear because you feel threatened. Because somebody...
It's because we've been threatened, though. There's the difference.
But then I'll get into the who started what.
Because they're far away, and they have the face shields down, so it's hard for them to hear. So they don't really know what really goes past the face shields, so she's got to yell it out.
And your job, if you're just here to protect the plaza, and...
Yeah, that too.
What if he himself looked at someone and thought, oh, there's a car full of black people, let's pull them over. Would you think, if they said that to you in the car, in a patrol car, what would you do? Would you be like, that's fucked up, we're not doing it? If you had no reason to pull them over, but you thought, oh, it's a car full of black people, would you be like, no, there's no reason to pull them over? Would you speak out? Would you use your own voice?
I would ask him why. I would ask him why he would want to pull them over. And if he gave me that answer, then no, that's not cool. But if he came up with a legitimate answer, that's a different thing, you know?
It's a question, because I know people, I've seen cops do it. I've seen cops do it, like, I've been pulled over. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to smoke a lot of weed. But I got my friends in the car next to me. They were my only two black girlfriends that I had at the time. They were in the car behind me. They got pulled over. They don't smoke nothing. And they got searched. And there was some horrible cause for being searched. They said, oh, we smell weed. But if that's your probable cause, but you don't know what weed smells like, and you pull them over and it doesn't smell like they don't find anything, well, you wasted your time. My car smelled like I had just hot boxed the fuck out of it. And I didn't get searched. They said, oh, you're gonna have an unsafe. You clearly smell it in my car. So, like, I was just like, my question was like, why didn't you search me? You know what I'm saying? So, from my viewpoint, it looked like he was racially profiled. You see what I'm saying?
I do. I absolutely see what you're saying. I do. Like, I get where you're coming from because looking at it from that point of view, you are absolutely right, okay? It does. It does. I don't have an answer for that simply because I wasn't there. But I will tell you this, when I do car stops, when I do traffic violations, I treat people the same way. If you're respectful of me, I'll be respectful back. If you're not, I'm just not going to talk to you about it. I'm going to leave it as it is. You have your right to say stuff. It is what it is. Okay? But that's me. I can't speak for everybody. I would like to think that I could because I know these guys are good guys. But unfortunately, I can't. So I hope that gives you enough of an answer that you were looking for.
I mean, I just wanted an opinion because it's like my dad's a cop. If he doesn't see the point that I'm trying to make, he was like, well, they had a reason to pull him over. I was like, no, you're not seeing my point. He's like, well, if it smelled like weed, if they smelled like weed, I was like, it probably didn't smell like weed. I just finished rolling a blunt and smoking in my car. So therefore, my car smelled like gas weed. I got pulled over by my friend Lawrence because we were just smoking cigarettes. So
I'll move on to the next. Move on down the line here. I might come back to that.
Are you proud of that police work? Would you shoot me right now?
Ain't got your name. Think someone's gonna snitch on you if you do something bad.
Let's make the change. Let's work together. Change happens.
Oh, hey! Yeah! Yeah!
You gotta have my picture taken with. I know. We love Black Superman.
It's Kansas City's marathon runner. I don't know who's from out of town, but he's well known around the area. He comes around and talks to everybody and kind of gives hugs and club nights or sporting events. He's awesome.
Yeah, okay. I'm not commenting about what happened, that's not what I'm saying. Look at the video when they're putting handcuffs on him. Where are the officers? They're all kneeling beside me. Okay? We don't train to kneel on people. Obviously, if someone is PCP or somebody's really out of control, we have safety aspects we have to look at.
We have safety aspects that we have to look at, right? Okay. Those safety aspects are for me. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. The safety aspects are the person we're trying to take into custody. Okay. And I can speak for myself. I can't speak for every officer because I'm not every officer, right? But the way they train us, is to use the minimal amount of force at the time to take control of the subject, and then you're done. That's it, right? I've had people spit on me.
This is why I started IJTV, man. This is what the media doesn't want you to see.
I've had all kinds of things happen. As soon as the handcuffs are on, it's over. It's done. There's nothing more at that point, right? If somebody can sit up and they can be calm and they're not going to kick and spit and yell and scream, then they sit up. If they can't, then they need to lay on their side, right? That's how they teach us. They lay on their side, okay? They teach us how to do the things as safely as possible, right? And my actions, I can speak for myself, okay? My actions are dictated by the actions of the other individual, right? Me and you are having a great conversation right now. So my actions, look how I'm acting, right? I got no issues. If
no, not at all.
You punch me in the face, or let's back it up.
No media
anywhere.
anywhere.
Comes up and punches you in the face, what's your action going to be, right? You're probably going to hit him back, okay? Well, I'm not going to just, if somebody punches me in the face trying to take him into custody, say they beat their wife, right? I show up, they beat their wife. Let's take a DV, for example. That person does not want to go to jail.
Don't get me started on the DV.
I'm not saying guilty, wrong, guilty. I'm just trying to take an easy solution.
It's a hypothetical.
Right? That person doesn't want to go to jail. Should they or should they not go to jail? Even if it's not DV, say it's just an assault. Do they have the right to strike somebody else?
Yeah, look,
okay.
I'm not ACAB. I'm not abolish the police. I'm not anything.
I'm not saying you're.
I am for, and I tell everyone this. My policy is justice. That is what I want.
I agree.
Justice and accountability. Justice, though the heavens may fall. Justice.
I agree with you.
So I got no problem if you arresting a domestic abuser, right? A guy that beats his wife is a piece of shit. Arrest him, absolutely. My issue is when people act outside their role, right? And when the policies aren't there to hold them accountable. And that's what we're staring down nationwide. I mean, I'm a Kansas City transplant.
No, hold on. It's not nationwide. It's worldwide. Don't forget that.
Fair. Now, I'm a Kansas City transplant. I'm from Maryland.
Could you all do me a favor real quick? Since we took a few steps back, would you mind going right back to that line for me?
We can still talk. We can still talk.
Yeah.
You still talk. I
got it. COVID, everything going on. I
like tonight.
Awesome. Just awesome.
Right, so
I like tonight.
Of course, it's about right. Is policies for. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'll stay right here on the curb.
So they backed up a little bit more.
I'll stay right here on the curb. Good.
Of course.
Right. Accountability, right? And having the structure with hold people accountable.
Take a squat for a second.
For all these years, right? I mean, going to even before the death of Michael Brown, right? A lack of accountability. And it may not have happened here, but my point is, leaders need to look at this and go, we don't want to be the next Ferguson, Minneapolis, New York with Eric Garner, whatever it is. How do we get proactive?
That's why I'm doing this, Stephen. I have faith.
So, I'm going to turn it back on you a little bit, okay?
Can you guys still hear the officer?
We haven't had that issue yet, right? Okay. I know you've heard yet, but why do you think we haven't had the issues that some of the other places in the country have had yet? My theory is because we're doing, maybe not everything, but we're doing something.
Can you guys still hear the officer? Okay, cool.
But do we agree we can do more?
I'm not saying we can't.
Right.
I'm not saying we can't.
Yeah, I'm saying we agree on that.
If we haven't had problems yet, right? If we haven't had the Eric Garners and all that kind of stuff, right? We're just shifting. Then what I would say is something is at least
working, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No. There's always room for improvement.
You guys need another trash bag?
A lot of people coming back.
They have returned.
Oh man. Well, same time, same place.
In the right direction. We can always keep going. Damn. But we haven't had those happen because we are trying to take proper steps. We're trying to do it right here.
Why don't you set higher standards for officers? Why is it so easy to become an officer?
Hang on. Sorry. This protest, though, isn't saying this has happened here. I mean, I know people are shouting Donnie Sanders' name.
I'm a transplant, I don't know the full history there. This is about improvement. This protest, right? You see all these signs advocating for police reform. That's improvement, right? That's trying to take the proactive steps. So again, I go back to where is the civic leadership?
That's
right?
a group that broke off earlier, probably about an hour and a half ago, I think. They just took off marching. The police were kind of following them, and then they came back. At least that's what I think. I'm not sure. I've been here the whole time. So.
Constantly taking steps
I'm not sure, Faith.
such that we never get to that point where we're having to have one because it happened here. We can't just rest on our rules and go, well, it hasn't happened here yet. So
I disagree. But at the same time, it's never going to be perfect.
Absolutely
never.
not.
So, unfortunately, and I'm not condoning anything we've been talking about.
Fuck the fire department.
Stuff is going to happen throughout the course of history. Whether we like it, don't like it, we're never going to be a perfect society. Humans by nature are perfect, right? I mess up, everybody messes up. And if you can't say that you mess up, you're a damn liar, as far as I'm concerned, right? So, we can strive and we can do everything we can do, but we also have to remember everybody's people. And I can at least speak for myself. I've never not been held accountable on this topic. And I think that's what they're asking for, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me, we're not perfect, but we can do a lot more. I'm not saying we can't. We're doing the best we can with what we got right now. Absolutely. And we're trying to get better at listening.
And I'm thankful for that. And that's how this works, right? It's a back and forth, it's a give and take. There are demands.
Somebody fucked up.
Political leaders sit down and go, okay, here's what I think we can do given all the shit right now, right? We've got budgetary issues, we've got...
Absolutely.
They've got a lot of things they got to juggle, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to. We're just average people. We don't have to juggle this. It's not our job. We want to let you do it. So my question is, so this is what I read in the media, both local and national, is most of the commissioners are going, yeah, we think this is terrible, throwing up their hands. Nothing's going to fucking change. That's what they're saying. I've seen countless people go on the record and off the record saying, let's be honest, nothing's going to change. And to all of these people, nothing changing is unacceptable. Because the status quo is unacceptable. And so that's why we're out here, right? We are demanding change.
Okay, so let's look at it from a government perspective, right? Okay. So the people in charge aren't doing what people want done. So what's the democracy way, okay? What's the way to change that?
Voting, absolutely. And listen, that's the lot of registered people to vote, and that's part of it. But let's be very, very clear. Voting is not the only way. Right? People vote all the time now and things are shitty.
True.
Right?
True.
There are more ways to engage in voting. Voting is, in my opinion, the bare minimum.
I don't disagree. But
this is going further.
Now let's flip it to the national stage, right? So let's go even higher. And I don't want to get into politics on like a micro level. I'm not trying to do that. Okay?
Fair.
So whether you're a Democrat, Republican, liberal, whatever you are, right? How many people in Washington, both on the left and the right, have been there for more than 10 years?
Decent number of them. I mean, and they're all this shit. Average age,
right? There's not many freshmen
Exactly.
That's part. I would say that is one of the biggest problems. If you're talking nationwide,
yeah,
right.
Now it's mostly police at the local and state level, right?
We keep putting the same people back in power that aren't doing anything for us. We keep putting the same people there, and all we see out of our leadership, and I'm agreeing with you, all we see out of these people is this. We get lip service.
Oh, Pete, you missed like 5 or 6 conversations.
Right? So it's gotta go bigger.
Absolutely. I appreciate good dialogue. I got some stuff we got to get ready to pay attention to.
No problem. It's been a pleasure.
What do you got to pay attention to?
Thank you very much.
What else do you have to pay attention to besides guns? What are you paying attention to besides guns? What else do you have to pay attention to?
Conversation got broke up. I'm gonna fill in the middle. So, Steven, if I had to guess for Duck Duck Goose again tonight, I would say probably highly likely.
Keep going, Celia. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, list of demands. I'm gonna go.
To do these things, listen up. Number one, we are asking for a meeting with the residing Chief Justice over the 16th Judicial Court. Woo! Number two, we are asking for a meeting with the Chief Presiding Justice.
Can you guys hear this guy?
Of the Associate Court.
Shut the fuck up! Like, shut up!
Fucking listen! This is how you make it better!
Meeting number two, a meeting with the Chief
Hold it close, hold it close.
of the Associate Circuit Court. That's netball.
We don't want to have to move back forward.
Maybe they move back.
Back up.
Nobody is a point.
Back up. We don't have to move back forward. Back up away from the officer. Back up away from the officer. Thank you. We don't want to have to move back up.
Be quiet.
Number three, a meeting with both the presiding sheriff of
Please take a couple steps back. So we don't have to move back away from the officer. Take a couple steps back.
We all need to make it. We all need to make it.
Don't want to have to move back up.
Let him speak.
Anyway, over the control freaks.
Right.
Number three, a meeting with both the presiding sheriff of Jackson County and the presiding police of the Kansas City.
Who's taking notes?
Thank you for those that cooperated. Thank you.
Take notes.
Last but not least, a meeting with the presiding district attorney. The reason why we are asking for these 4 meetings is because this is how we get shit pushed through.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Yes.
Just like we started all out here tonight. Y'all see we got all 4 of them motherfuckers. Y'all see we got all 4 of them motherfuckers. Yeah. Can I get some noise for that? Yeah. Can I get some noise for that?
Please back up. There's a medical emergency in the court. We need to send people into the court. Please back up so we can send people into the court.
Watch out. Let them get to whoever needs it.
Please back up so we can send people into the court.
They're already going behind you.
Down in the park.
They're already behind you. Don't move. Hey, don't move. They're already there. Get to the top. That's it.
They got through. It's okay. They got through. It's okay. Manipulating control. That's what they do. There's no fucking.
If you're in the park next to the person down, please wave your hand so we get medical attention over there.
It's okay. They got through. Communicate. There's another side.
If you're by the person in the park, please raise your hand and get medical attention to them.
I think we've been doing a good job of understanding each other. I think we've been doing a good job of getting along. I think it's.
We already have this. We don't need you.
Raise your hand and turn your flash on your phone so we can see where you're at.
I think a lot of them.
Turn your flashlights on your phone so we can see where you're at.
I get it. I totally get it. I get it.
With the flashlight?
You get it? I get it. And I get it. And I get that we're just
I'm gonna push in so you guys can hear. You might not be able to see, but I'm gonna push the camera in.
If we can get people into the park, I'll try.
I'll tell you this, the boss is over there, and I'm like, dude, this is dumb. Let's get
Bring him over here.
So, well, I'm here because we talked to him, and he's being cool, but he's not like I want you to think he's, making deals or anything like that. Because I don't know this dude at all.
I get it.
But I'm telling you, the word is, if we get everybody into the park, we're all taking off. Like we did last night. Were you guys here last night? Were you at the end and we just left? At the end, we seriously left. They played that.
I got it right here.
Thank you very much.
Were you here last night?
Yeah, I filmed.
Were you? Did you do? Were you here when they played Duck Duck Goose?
IJTV, I got it all raw. 7 hours.
Tell them on the loudspeaker.
You guys tell them. If we tell them, they ain't gonna believe us. We've been saying stuff on the loudspeaker all day long.
You ain't never passed out in the park
It's up to
before?
I'll talk. It's up to you. How we do can talk. Well, but it's a chance, right? What kind of show of faith when I say, hey, you do this, we do this?
That's the thing, though, is I don't think there's a lot of people here. I mean, there's still so many people that are angry, and I get it. Like, I'm angry too. I get it. The thing is that if we go into the park, there's a lot of people here that don't trust you, because last time we were doing something over here, you guys just gassed us every day, almost at 8 p.m.
Yesterday we didn't do that. Not once yesterday. We're tired of doing it. We're tired of being here. Everybody here wants to be home with their families.
I just don't understand why you guys had to do it with no provocation all the other days, and then finally, yesterday was the day that you guys found out that that's not right.
Other day though, we were getting rocks and bottles from it. You know, Pop has a lacerated liver.
You know, a guy lost his vision?
I did hear about that.
You know, a guy broke his leg?
I did hear about that. Yeah, I get it. That's, and I 100% respect that. I totally get that. But if we keep fighting back and forth, what are we going to solve?
I mean, all I can do is
you can. Yeah, I get it, and this is my word. And if
everybody else is their own individual. There's no strict leadership.
There's not. I get it. And if it doesn't work, then you know what?
I know filming with your badge, you don't want to get too many faces, so.
I get it. I can at least respect that. I'll fist bump you.
All right. What's up? I mean, whatever you guys think.
We gotta talk, man.
We do gotta talk. We gotta talk someplace besides here and now.
I agree.
Because in the middle of all this, how much are we getting? How much progress are we making? None of us want to be here. None of us want to be doing this, but we all have a voice to say, and everything that we have to say is important, right? And we got to listen to each other. Okay, fine.
I get it.
Think about it. I'll be around.
All right.
You know what? Cool.
Okay.
All right.
You go to the park.
It's like the 20th conversation I've got on film tonight, man.
There's actually PCPs.
What time is it?
Midnight?
My brother don't get out at midnight. Come back to raise some hell. Because he didn't go to jail for nothing but walking on the sidewalk. He wasn't yelling nothing. He's minding his business.
The way it works. It's all about med space, who's got what, who can take you, what the problem is, that kind of thing.
Especially with COVID happening.
Yeah.
But
Well,
guys
he was drinking quite a bit earlier. He was probably dehydrated and intoxicated, so yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Hey, John, scoot back a little bit. Scoot back.
We didn't do that yesterday, though. I mean, things were still getting thrown
No.
at I let you talk, man. Look, things were still getting thrown at us, but it wasn't to a severe extent.
Daniel, aquí en Kansas City, todo está bueno. Están comunicando los oficios y la gente. Right now,
You guys keep learning and learning.
Pete, that's probably what's left. That's with that group that came back.
So,
You're asking future questions I don't have answers to.
right. I mean, so in the 60s, people weren't like cops killing innocent citizens is a brand new thing? No, of course it's not. Right? So and then
Recorded more. It's being recorded, and recorded more. You're right.
So it happens at the same rate since whoever.
I wasn't born in the 60s.
Right. It's not you. I'm not saying it's you.
But again, like, I'm not going to answer a question that I don't know an answer to.
You're working against it. You have the right intentions, but you're working against it. Not with them. Who are you? Who the fuck are you, bro? You're here to argue. You're here to be a dumbass white man. What the fuck?
So, this guy.
You want to come down here?
Again, man, I know you guys are out here for a reason.
Don't fucking
and you're voicing that reason.
Not filming your face, man.
I'm out here trying to listen and trying to learn.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Tough guy, man. Tough, dude. Tough.
What I heard is.
Except for that shirtless guy just now. He was trying to antagonize the conversation.
George Floyd! George Floyd!
What's his name?
George Floyd! George Floyd!
George Floyd! Some dumb shit. George Floyd!
Sorry, I'm trying to stay hands off, like engaging wise, but that kind of pissed me off. So I had to speak up on it a little bit. It kind of got in my face.
George Floyd! George Floyd! Breonna Taylor!
What's her name?
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 Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Justice!
I don't see any ambulance.
What's your opinion? What's his opinion? My opinion is that we have to work together. Your opinion is that I'm a stupid ass fucking recycled white millennial that wants to come here and fucking everything. You haven't made any fucking points. That's the problem. You've said several things. You said several words, but you haven't made any fucking points.
You guys are gonna get the football. Please stop. Thank you. Thank you. I know one of you two wanted to jump in, but I'm the least threatening. I'm the least likely to jump in. Thank you for letting me.
That's the drone. The police drone. Yeah. Here we go.
That's stay peaceful. You can make it. You can make it. What you wish, my man? Yeah. Please. Much appreciated. Hey, do you mind taking this right here? Yeah, you can get on that good ass there.
Don't shoot! Hands up! 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 Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Don't shoot!
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
But before these guys will leave, like, you guys once they get everybody in the car.
Because our job is to make sure these people don't get pepper sprayed.
I'm telling you, we had done that for
That's why I'm telling him if they can de-escalate. Look, they got us surrounded over there. I told him, open it up.
I'll start backing it up.
Back them up.
I can start backing it up.
Look, we're going to be here day in, day out. Every single day until something happens.
Yeah, what's that paper? Who did you call? Justice Chief. And we were all there.
We're ready to, look, we're trying to leave. You guys, it's up to you guys.
I think if you started leaving, it's a good start. We want to see you guys show that you want to leave.
And I will. But here's the deal. Here's my thing.
Well, we won't.
Is that if I
You know what we won't. But if I
Justice!
when do we want?
If I move it back, they don't know that's why I'm moving it back.
Oh, you going?
So when I do
How
that,
many out here know Jesus?
and so when I do that,
How many of you faith? Young man,
Declaration of an emergency.
No Superman! No Superman!
Only said everybody gets back on the sidewalk, but they will leave. Hey! Everyone, there's been an update! Hold on.
You got spray paint, trying to spray the sidewalk. You need to walk.
Vacate the premises as long as we move back. What do y'all want to do? What do you feel?
What does that accomplish? We did that shit yesterday, and they took people to jail. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. How we supposed to believe them? Y'all trying to get your fire hand. Two, not one, two. I've been here day in and day out. Fuck that shit.
Hey, help me back some of these people up just a little bit.
You alright, man? You good?
Yeah, I've been skipping my cigarettes.
Please step back and they will leave.
So I don't know if you heard, there was a update. The cops told like the organized leadership here that if they get the protesters back a little bit, they'll start pulling off officers. Yeah, dude, you gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I need a cigarette.
You sure that's it? All right.
Lowered his family into the ark, and the door was shut. Don't be left out, my friend. God loves you. Let's come on through. God bless.
So they're pulling off a little bit. Let me squeeze by you. You're good. So they're pulling off a little bit. Sorry, man. Kansas City, Remy. This is Kansas City. So they removed the line that was on Emmanuel going over to 47th across 47th on JC Nichols. So they started pulling everyone back. Just like last night, they pulled everyone back and the protesters are going back. I'm gonna get a shot of the square, the intersection that I was just in to show how far everyone moved back. So I know those of you who just popped on, but here about an hour and a half ago, the protesters were at the yellow tape, and I mean it was nose to helmet shield, and everyone kind of moved back to the corner, just like last night. And then when that happened last night, everyone stood right here and played Duck Duck Goose with them watching and laughing. So hopefully we get a repeat tonight, this earlier, because the boys got to go to bed. He's tired.
They just walk, but
No one's being arrested. No one's being detained. I think there was only one arrest earlier, some guy. So cops are pulling back. So they just hung out a bit last night. They took off their gear and then just kind of hung out just in case. Not that I know of, Pete. It's all good, it's all good.
But they lie!
That's why they probably really back.
Do not trust Whitey!
Why you said don't trust
This is what I'm saying. There are police cars blocked off down there. How are they going to get us here? How are they going to have a high-speed chase all the way here?
It'll happen. It'll go right around. That's the reason. If you see like 5 or 10 of us coming out here and like telling you to hurry and get out, please get out, because that means it's coming this way. We don't need anybody getting hit. Last thing we need, right?
So the update is that there's a high-speed pursuit going on in the city, and it could potentially come in this area.
You can stay right
So,
here, but I'm just telling you, if you see a bunch of us telling you down, you'll hear the sirens.
so they said,
We appreciate your, doing what you do.
That was the deal, right?
Well, if they hit me, it'll make sense.
hitting her. They are not hitting her.
Okay. Okay.
You buy a car, pushing you off the way.
Question buying.
I'm good. I'm just filming here. So the update is they heard on the radio there's a high-speed pursuit that could possibly come this area. So they said if they see like 5 or 6 officers rushing out to the middle of the intersection, it's to move everybody out of the way and to not freak out. So if people, you know, if no one's getting detained, they're just trying to get everybody out of the street, and that's kind of what they just talked about right there. So everyone's just kind of hanging out on the curb. What's up, man?
What's going on with him?
Hey, he was here last night doing the same thing.
What the fuck's he doing?
He was doing the same thing last night, man.
And another chick with him? What the fuck is that?
I don't know, man. Like yesterday, I have water in my backpack. I was like, yeah, man, you need water? He was like, go ask the cops. I'm like, what is wrong with you, dude? Get out of here. So I don't know, man. It kind of made me mad. Like, I got like 7 good like conversations with cops.
I'm at the paranoid point of all the fucking different factions
Well,
going on in here.
That's why I'm filming.
Like, is the motherfucker paid off? Or who the fuck is he?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Did he, like, every point I was making, what are you saying?
Yeah. He was just, that or he was just young and stupid and drunk. I don't know, man. But that's really why I started coming out filming, is trying to find those people. So
there's weird shit going on in here tonight.
Right.
And last night, yeah.
There was a group sitting right here in the middle.
Yeah.
So you were here last night, right? So you the Duck Duck Goose game.
Yeah.
There was like a group of just fully masked.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I don't know about them. They're just kind of clustered. They didn't really move. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I got a lot of good film of people talking to cops, just having dialogue. So I'm good with that. That guy was only kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's drugs. You guys good? Any snacks or anything?
Good, thank you.
You too. Told you, Pete, man. I had to. I told you.
Hey, can y'all ask if the Burger King is open?
Want some snacks?
Yeah. You got some snacks?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like gonna fill you up, but
It'll satisfy us. That's all that matters.
That sounds good. I thought this man was on the phone with the burger.
I was like, you got the McChicken? Thank you. Thank you.
you know what? Oh, that's a glow stick. Look at that. That's not even.
Oh,
that's
that's
not food. That's a glow. You can't eat the glow stick.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else? You want some? You good?
Thank you.
You good? Good? Anybody?
Do you need water? We have water.
I will take a water if you don't mind, actually. I ran out. Gave mine all away. One second, let me buckle this up real quick. Thank you very much. I'll take one of them. Thank you. Oh, I got food. I ran out of water.
Don't do that shit, bro. Don't fucking do
What
that
the
shit,
fuck
bro.
is wrong with
Don't do that shit, bro.
you? You are right. I didn't throw it. She didn't throw that. That was my fix with that. I did not throw shit. What was that song there? Right there.
It wasn't intervened. So now the people turn on the people.
That's why I'm doing it, Tina. That's why I'm doing it. I couldn't find a stream of Kansas City. All I had was KNBC, and they kept going back to Chris Ketz from his little office. Sorry, I'm getting my bike helmet on my bag here, so bear with me.
That's a yes.
All right, I'm equalized now.
There's twice the Anna over here.
I saw one car.
Yeah, for real. So I mean, from the back of the I guess the protest, this is kind of what we have from near the fountain at the corner. It's kind of all that's left now. Police backed off. They're kind of taking off their gear. Just like last night, starting to die down. Good, you got food? Need something to eat? Yeah. Just like snack bars and stuff. I don't have any hamburgers in here or anything, man, or else I'll hook you up. There you go, man. Huh? Good. Good on that. Thanks, Ann. Thanks for tuning in. Be safe, too.
That is quite a guard dog you have there.
Good night, guys.
I mean, there's like coordinated dances going on.
They were after. And the NFL did the same thing. I was like, up here.
I mean, they're changing up events, Steven. Still the same ideas out, though. But it's not a battleground either, so.
Can you pay my student loan?
Pay mine first. I don't have any student loans. Come on, man. Adult. So I'm gonna go follow this group. They're gonna go talk to the cops.
I got a bunch of them.
Hey! Everyone!
White flags. White flags.
We should have waited. We should have waited.
We should have said something to everybody first. Yeah, I already know. That's all I just said.
Look, now we got their attention. Let's ask them, do they surrender on camera? That way, if they fuck with us again, we got every reason to fuck with them.
Did you guys see them wave the flags? Stream? Steven or anybody? Did you guys see the officer and the guy on States?
Everyone!
I want to make sure you guys know what we're doing. So, like we've done every night, we got to block off the windows, or block off the roads, all that kind of stuff. So we're getting some buses to come move cops around, all that kind of stuff, because they don't have the cars here to do it. So I know we said we're leaving. We're here for a minute because they don't have police cars here. So we're waiting on to see some buses driving around, all that kind of stuff. We'll see cars blocking traffic, that kind of stuff. Okay? So that's what, so I know I said we're leaving. We are. We just got to get cars back and forth, that kind of stuff.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me get everyone's attention, okay?
Okay.
Everyone, listen up. They're bringing buses in to remove the police officers. They just do not have the personal vehicles to leave. They're going to to remove themselves. This officer right here is agreeing to the red light. Is it? Waving the white flag. You want the office. Peace, unity. Peace,
Man.
unity, whatever you want.
No shift change. Everyone's gonna go home, man. That's the bottom line. The cops are tired. The protesters are tired.
Against the greater evil.
Thank you, guys.
COVID, man. COVID. Be careful. COVID.
We got the news people right here filming it. They get a look on it. This shit ain't real. Yeah, they're wearing this guy's red cap.
I'm bringing them back, man. I got the full stream today, 7 hours straight, raw. IJTV.
They try to shoot us.
Hey, got a question.
Once the sidewalk is clear, then they're gonna leave.
See, that's the thing. Like, they
He does take a seat though, which I'm about to take a seat, so wait it out for a little bit longer and then I'll probably dip. Oh.
IJTV.
IJTV, man. Raw and edited. If it's edited, it gets off my site.
IJTV, okay.
IJTV. If it's edited, it's off my site.
You're private news, you're like a private news organization.
Independent, you know? Tired of all this. KNBC was out here talking from over there. Oh, this is what they're doing. This is what the protesters are doing. You can't find shit in here. And the guy to go back to the news guy in the office. He's like, oh.
You're actually a journalist. Like you're in the thing.
I'm just trying to get the truth, man. I'm trying to get the voice of the people, man. There's powers that are trying to divide us, man, and it's pissing me off. Yeah. Are you familiar with Northeast? No. St. John, you know, St. John Avenue, like right off of downtown, Northeast downtown. The stores Northeast. Independence Avenue. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I grew up. Yeah, like Northeast, like St. John, man. You know Northeast. Not quite Truman Road. The infamous Independence Avenue Bridge. That Northeast.
This is not told to turn this light though. They'll come right there. No, you can't do it.
God
Feel free to pull clips from the feed, but the I'll keep the feed up. I'll upload them to my YouTube. But feel free to pull any clips that you want.
Honestly, man, I had to come down here. Like, I just can't get nothing done, man. Like, I've been trying to work and like get stuff done. I can't think, man.
It sucks, man.
All I do is just like, I'm arguing with like white supremacists.
Right.
I'm arguing with people that don't want to be don't want to talk about empowerment or you know, just people on internet, social media.
You want to voice it? You're live. I mean, you got 32 people right now, but all right.
It's not as big as me.
Huh?
It's bigger than me.
Your voice, though. Your voice is going to be heard, though, man. That's the thing.
All right, so what happened? You got some questions?
Sure, why not, man? Let's do it. Let's do it right now. All right, man. So you said you had to be out here tonight. Go ahead and go with that, man. What made you come out?
Yeah, man. I'm just man, I've been on code since day one. So like, my great grandmother, Ella Mae Tallwater, she's an American Indian. My ancestors are African, right? They were slaves. My grandmother was an Indian, so you know I rep the American flag. And I'm just tired of it, man. I'm tired of police brutality, you know, police genocide. You know, I just wanted to come out here and show my respect. Definitely.
What would your ideal outcome of all this would be?
Actually,
everything, like not just the protest, but like say August right now.
I know what I want. Look, so when I see, especially like during quarantine, dudes are getting like bold, you know, cops and stuff, they're getting bold, man. So I would like to have like ranks, like so like if I get pulled over by like a undercover white supremacist cop, I want to have ranks that I can like live.
Yeah, survive, right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to retaliate against the police if they're treating me unlawfully, or if they, you know, practice brutality against me.
Do you mean like in kind, or what do you mean?
Just like, I mean, I think they should have limits. They need to have limits to what they can do to us, right? They shouldn't have military weapons. Like police shouldn't be able to have like these little. Did you see those tankers down here they had? I think that's ridiculous. Like we don't, nobody here has any guns or anything like that. So they shouldn't have those tankers. They shouldn't have chemical warfare, which is like illegal, right? You're not supposed to use that. They shouldn't have chemical warfare. They shouldn't be doing all that shit. And yeah, so limit their rights, and then I think we should have more rights. Retaliate against, not retaliate, but just defend ourselves, right?
So
like if George Floyd, right, if he had more rights, he could have tried to, you know, move or resist, he did. Or he could have tried to get him out of there, or somebody could have tried to help him, push those cops off of him, and they all wouldn't get extra charges.
So like you're saying like a human decency clause or something?
Yeah, something. Like
you know,
the right to resist unlawful arrest, right? I just think you should be able to, if your life is at stake.
That's a good way to put it,
right?
resist unlawful arrest. That's a really good way to put it.
If you are getting arrested and your life is at stake, you have a right to live, right? So you should be able to protect your life. Yeah, I mean, start with that. And honestly, man, I think cops should police their own communities. Like you should probably be living in the community that you police. Then you would care a little bit more about it. Like a lot of these dudes, I don't know where a lot of these dudes is. I know in Kansas City, in the city, the neighborhood is policed by like dudes that come from the suburbs, shit like that. So I would like that to end.
So what? Okay, that's a good jumping off point. So within the community, how? Because there's no trust in police officers right now.
Right.
So how do you educate the generation behind you to become a cop? Like what do you say?
Actually, look, man, I'm for it. Look, see, that's why I be feeling some type of way out here, because like I don't know all these motherfuckers. They all need to be held accountable, right? But I still think we need police, right? We just need good cops. I would like to be. I'm for black people becoming cops and policing our community. So what do you say?
Well, because right now, I mean, obviously it's trust in cops.
Yeah.
So how many kids do you think growing up around you out of 20 want to become a cop? Say from 10 and under.
When I was little, I wanted to be a cop, man. Like everybody, like I want to be a cop. Soldier, a cop, firefighter. When I was little, but when I got older, it's just it's kind of like it's not cool.
What changed? Interaction?
Man, the police don't really help anything out with black people, man. Like in the communities, like that's why like there's a no snitching policy. The cops have never really helped anything. You dig? Like somebody snitches, the cops come in, they shake everybody down. They just make the block hot. They don't really solve any problems, honestly.
So a problem like escalation?
Yeah. So that's where that comes from. But, I mean, I'm for. I think we need police. I just think we need good police. And they need to have like what they can do and their rights. That needs to be restricted. And like I need more rights, right? So like I want to feel comfortable carrying a weapon and defending myself. If you can have a weapon, I want to be able to have a weapon and defend myself. So if you are harming my family member and he's about to die, we should be able to use him with necessary force to spare his life. What do you think should happen?
Fuck, man, I just want to go back to smoking weed and playing in my garden. You know what I mean?
But you can't think about it though, man. You just can't, like, I can't even think about regular life.
No, absolutely not. I mean, Friday night I didn't sleep. I just stayed up watching Minneapolis burn and all these places burn, and I'm just like, man, this is crazy. There's so much hurt. So I don't know, man. I'm like you, man. It's just the collective pain sucks. You know what I mean? I'm a humanist, man. I think everyone is a person. Like you said.
I'm glad you're out here. Like, I'm glad that I saw like a lot of these white people out here. I'm glad they out here, honestly. Yeah, definitely out here. Because like all I do, man, all I've been doing literally is just arguing racists, white supremacists, man. All lives matter, dudes.
Can you say that a little louder? Can you say it just a little louder?
Yeah, racist, all lives matter, dudes, man. People on the fence, people making confusion, people clout chasing, just getting mad and shit, man. I just had to take a break from it, But they'll listen to you. Like me, I'm like,
they won't though. They won't though.
Like I checking white supremacists, I'll be checking white supremacists and cussing them out, but like they expect that. I'm their enemy. If you say it to them, it's different. That's why I'm glad that like all these white people out here.
Kind of, man. Like if I voice my opinion right now, I don't want to get too much into it because I'm trying to be unbiased. But if I voice my opinion, I'm immediately a pussy. I'm anti-American, or whatever the reason. So, I mean, it's not really that much easier because there's a division being thrown between us that we can't have that dialogue, where it's just automatically us versus them, and that them always changes and the us always changes. You know what I mean? So, and I agree with you, man. I think, personally, to fix that issue, I think there needs to be a review board that's not them. So when something happens, that they can have direct access to body cam footage or whatever, because eventually that will weed out the bad apples, right?
And then when you sue them, like whenever somebody does a civil rights case and you sue the cops, it's basically they take out of the tax money, right? So they pay out of the tax money. They should target the police pension, right? The police union target that pension, and then you make the cops.
For instance, that's actually really smart. I never heard that yet.
If it's not raining, I'm coming in.
I like that. My sister said you have nice nails.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, man, for real.
Yeah, but
I ain't never heard that. Thank you.
I notices weird stuff like that. But but I think it's big that they can't review themselves. I mean, if any one thing comes out of this, it's if an incident happens, it's ridiculous that the police board's like, oh no, it's good. It was lawful, but the people who's being policed have no voice on it. That is a big problem to me. My grandma comes from Nazi Germany, so she told us stories all the time of escaping to another farm because of bullshit. So,
Man, so you German?
I'm Polish, so and Mexican. So, yeah, that's what I mean. It's not really that easy because I'm white until they find out I'm Mexican. So, racism's real, man. I mean, it's definitely real. And I just honestly, I would like to break that cycle. But that's a long step. There's a lot of people in this country that, for some reason, feel people shouldn't have equal rights. I mean, we saw that this 1 month in May. We saw the beginning of the month. Pretty much half the country protested with guns. You know what I mean? They walked up on Capitol State buildings with guns. In America, bro.
They're getting bold too, man.
But then, like, you have the people out doing the same thing and they get gassed. I'm about the people, man. Even if they're wrong, I'm gonna be with the people, whatever. So we got to be collected for that, though. At first.
Well, so a journalist, but you're actually out here doing what you're supposed to do.
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to. This is the only way to do it, man. Is we got this tool now, so I got to use it, man. I can't. Like you, man, I just couldn't sit there and watch this force feeding, brain feeding. You hear the arguments. The arguments are all the same. It's just a parrot. Someone's doing this and they're just doing this. No one's seeing the conversations that we're having here. Yeah, they may not mean much right now, but guess what? Both of them they're gonna remember, man. Remember that protest I was at? I talked to this dude for like 30 minutes. I don't want to kill him. I had a 30-minute conversation with them. So I mean that's big. So yeah, man, I'm about to head out. What's your name? Matt. COVID, man. Yeah.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, you guys stay safe, man. I'll be out here all week. So. Oh, what you got, Steven? Hold on. I got one more question. What you got, Steven?
One more question?
Yeah. What's your question, Steven? Let the feed catch up. You should be appointed. Oh, police board should be appointed and elected. Should be elected, not appointed. Sorry. That's a good one too. Steven, did you drop off?
But they ain't got no reason to pull up. That's why the police backing up though.
You guys good? I got protein bars and trail mix bars. You guys good?
Wait, in your bag?
Yeah.
Oh, you got protein bars?
Not protein, but I mean like Cliff Bar. I think I still have one left, but. Steven, you mean him personally? So he said, do you think you can make a difference for legitimate change?
I think it's like
Let's see what I got left, man. I got warm milk too if you want. I don't know, man. That's kind of a loaded question. I absolutely think he can make a legitimate change. I mean, everyone can, right? They just got to do it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. I'll be out all week. You'll see me. JTV. Have a good night. Be safe.
Yeah, you too, yeah.
So, we got a couple of stragglers, cops. Well, he said Thanks, Pete. I'm about to cut the feed soon. I'm getting tired. But I mean, he said pretty much he would like, I don't know if you heard him too much, but the outcome that he wants out of this is to be able to kind of fight back if a cop is being unlawful against him. You know, he feels like he should have a right to defend himself against a police officer because they're kind of untouchable. And then obviously the police should come from the community, not the suburbs, you know, because they don't have that connection with the people in the community. They essentially get bussed in and enforced. So, but you guys can check the stream, and if I misspoke him, I apologize, but that was just kind of my summary of what he was saying. But main thing, he said he was just tired of this. You know, he can't think about anything else. He's tired of arguing with people to prove a point. And I think we all are. So I think we're all kind of ready. But anyway, guys, I'm done. I think the paddy wagon came in, not the paddy wagon, but the van came in to pick up the rest of the officers. I'm gonna hang out just for a second longer. This is all that's left of the protesters. There's a couple at the fountain. But of course, thank you for hanging out.
Today's probably been a fucking day, right? I was with this crew when they came across their vehicle.
Yes, everybody does, man. Everybody does. Everybody does. No problem, Zach. I'm gonna fix once I get the channel fully up, all the videos will be up there. Everyone can pull whatever clips they want, make them go viral. You know, I don't really care about fame, I just want the message across. All my videos will stay raw online, I won't touch them. So this is kind of mirroring it last night. I mean, this is how it ended last night. Just everyone kind of hanging out. I don't know, is that the same guy? I don't think it's the same guy. But you would know better than I would, so you're paying more attention. So they're gonna make babies tonight. That's gonna happen. So this is what the cops said will happen earlier when they talked to that crowd. They said that the vans are gonna come in, don't freak out. It's not more coming in. It's to bust the officers out of the location. I guess they probably had a staging area outside of the plaza, and that's it. Well, I'll hang out a little bit then. I'll let them be goofy for you guys. So, had some tense moments tonight. I mean, I want to say there was close to 2K people marching today with both groups being here, and then it was a small third little protest. I think it was for Pride Month. But they were still preaching BLM. So when everyone came down that corner down JC Nichols Parkway, when they were traveling south down JC Nichols Parkway, all 2,000 people, they kind of met right up at P.F. Chang's and Cheesecake Factory with the police. And like I said earlier, it was pretty much face mask to tip of nose. You could slip a dime barely in between the two of them. And then, just like last night, everyone kind of backed up slowly and died down. A lot of raw emotion, again. A lot of conversations had. So, I think we're good now, guys. On that note, I'm out. Be safe, everybody. I love you.